is Twitch responsible for what people say on the website? People have been asking that question because there's been calls recently for Dan Clancy to step down because of the rise of anti-Semitism on Twitch. So much so that the ADL spoke with Twitch staff. Now, this is primarily regarding an incident that happened at TwitchCon, but it goes even further than that. A U.S. representative, Richie Torres, has also said that basically from Hassan Piker, that there's been a lot of anti-Semitic things. And someone created a compilation that I'll play right now that shows exactly what Hassan said.
Why? We recoiled when people screamed resist by any means, telling us that we are all inbred and that we have no culture. We shudder when an activist held up a sign telling Jewish students they were Hamas's next targets, and we
Hamas mob started chasing us, calling us in the middle of campus, calling us inbred, that we have no culture. One of them grabbed my friend's Israeli flag in the middle of campus, carried it to a mob by the gate that were communicating with the angry mobs outside of campus. They threw hard objects at him. They started harassing him. They tried to light his flag.
That's why I always personally bring up the West Bank, because the way that the Israeli occupying force and the Israeli government has conducted itself in the West Bank is something that even Americans can understand as unconscionable, because it is literally the Jewish KKK brigades out there, just a bunch of fucking inbred hicks literally doing pogroms to the Arab population and kicking them out deliberately from their... Okay? Like, imagine the most inbred white supremacist guy you can imagine, okay? Like the most illiterate, inbred, religious fundamentalist, white supremacist guy you've ever thought of. Like, think about it. Close your eyes and think about that guy, okay? Eyes looking in different directions, okay? Now, instead of that guy being Christian, imagine if that guy was Jewish and was currently actively doing the beginning, like in a couple months in after October 7th, every week there was another fucking psychopathic settler, inbred fucking douchebag wearing fucking military fatigues, shooting another Israeli dude because he thought, oh, I thought he was a terrorist. I thought he was terrorist. God, these inbred fucking douchebags in the background, dude. Jesus Christ, dude. Just like, she's saying the military isn't yeah, where is that chatter? He was like, come to Israel, it's so beautiful here, you will see the conflict from my eyes. Yeah, I should go to the old city so I can get my... I swear, die and be put in a joint. The Israeli will smoke you like there is no tomorrow. Come to Israel. I don't think it's the same Zionists were coming in here and be like, come to Israel, you will see.
I mean, it's crazy because like the best protection that you can have.
He's like, come, please, come to Israel.
So much so that people have created a website in which you can contact the different brands that advertise on Twitch, basically letting them know that these messages are being played on, their ads. So much so that you can contact the brand, tweet at them, email them, and get a template to send to them to get Twitch to do something about it. Twitch has responded. They say this: to the Twitch community over the past few weeks, we've seen members of the community voice concerns about how we handle potentially harmful content. There is no place for racism, hatred, or harassment of any kind, including anti-Semitism and Islamophobia. As our community has grown, we've endeavored to build community guidelines to prohibit these harms. Basically, what this says is it's Dan Clancy saying that it's safe to be on Twitch. We don't stand by what people say on Twitch, and this is primarily because people are, of course, very upset with them. So much so that they've decided to change the way that they handle people streaming as far as politics. Today, we're expanding content classification labels and adding a new content category focused on political and debated issues. Content classification labels were built and designed to give viewers more control over what they see on Twitch. Starting today, streams that include discussions of politics or sensitive social issues should include the new politics and sensitive social issues content classification label. In our content classification guidelines, we go into deeper detail on when this label should be applied, with examples, exceptions, and more. Streams that include conversations about elections, civic integrity, and war or military conflict, for example, are required to include the new label. We'll continue to build on these tools to let you customize your experience on Twitch. Now, this is, I feel like, primarily for advertisers as well as the safety of people on Twitch. I opened up this question to you. Do you guys think that Twitch is actually making a solution by doing this, or do you think this is a band-aid on a bigger problem?